Right. What if I told you the bloating, the brain fog, the fatigue, all those symptoms that you're experiencing that you associate with menopause aren't just menopause, and that the key to transforming your symptoms is actually your digestion. And this holds the key to feeling like yourself again. Actually, not only your digestion, but also your nervous system. So today I'm going to actually show you, well, I'm going to go through 5 tips to reclaim your midlife gut health, but I'm going to give you a really super simple 30-second nervous system hack that you, or a trick that hack, I don't love the word, but trick that you can do to do right before you eat that can set your body up to actually receive the food that you're eating and absorb it. Because if we're not doing that, we're going to feel really, really crappy. And this can lead to things like leaky gut, brain fog, bloating, all that awful feeling in your joints, the achiness, weight gain, the list goes on. So, welcome. My name is Angela Warburton. I am a traditional Chinese medicine practitioner for the last almost 30 years now, and I work with women in the clinic. I've worked with thousands of women over the years, and probably this is probably one of the number one things that I end up working on with people because we forget and our body's just trying to keep us safe and we go through our days, everyone's trying to do their best, but sometimes these little things, if we don't remind our body how to absorb and to stay calm in our crazy busy world, we end up feeling worse and fighting a battle to feel better. So that was not my best sentence, everyone, but welcome. You're here. Okay, so first and foremost, how many of you out there are eating salads or drinking smoothies and thinking you are being so healthy and you're trying to do this to be healthy? Because if you're doing this and you might be more bloated than ever and think it can't be the salads because it's so good for me. If this is you, you are going to be wanting to lean in and listen a little more because you might not like it, but I've got some tips that are going to just slightly change things and you're going to feel better. So, traditional Chinese medicine, we do not love cold raw foods. It's probably one of the number one digestive disruptors for women over 40. Iced lattes, iced drinks, frozen smoothies, particularly in the winter, that is just going to shut down your digestive fires, what we call spleen qi. And it's already a little weaker in midlife, and it's definitely weaker if you're a modern woman and you're working and you got a family and you're trying to manage all these things and you're navigating through busy life. It's going to be weaker in general. And so when you dump cold, raw, frozen foods on top of that, you're basically like you're trying to cook a soup and you keep putting ice blocks in it. Or it's you're trying to, you have a campfire, you're trying to burn wet logs. It just doesn't work well. So this can mean that we are not absorbing our food. It's like you put food in your stomach and it just kind of sits there and then it goes into the small intestine and it's not been properly broken down. And then we're going to get stuff like leaky gut. And that's where we're going to notice things like when our gut lining becomes more permeable. It's like a screen door, right, with holes in it and undigested. We want it to be nice and tight. And when it gets a little lax, stuff's getting through that screen door and it's going to leak big food particles into your bloodstream, and that's going to trigger inflammation everywhere. And that's where the brain fog comes from, the joint pain comes from, the weird food sensitivities that seem like they pop up overnight and you don't even know why. And so, no matter what you do, you could be taking all the probiotics, you could taking all the supplements, but if you're not taking care of your gut, no matter what you put in, it's not going to absorb properly. And if we back it up even more, if your body is in a constant state of doing, if you're tired and you're like, you know what, I'll just push through, I'll get this thing done. And when this thing is done, then I'll relax. If that's you, your body's in a constant state of fight or flight, and we're not meant to do that. We're meant to go to do, to rest, to action, to non-action. And this doesn't mean you have to sit on the couch, and binge watching does not count as rest, but just different types of things that are more of an action oriented and then something more receiving. So it could be like listening to music, it could be sitting in nature, it could be having a cup of tea, it could be doing things that make you laugh. These things will help your nervous system reset. But in our modern world, we don't see that as much. So when we're in this constant fight or flight, your body literally can't digest properly. So let's talk about what actually works. I'm going to give you five really simple tools that honestly will. I've worked with so many women. Sometimes just one of these will transform digestion, and people are like, "Oh my God, I had loose poops for like 5 years, and just this one tip, now all of a sudden I'm pooping and it's formed." And I can tell you, if your poop is one side or the other, you're not going or you're going too much, you're thinking about it. It's one of the things that will distract us like nothing else. So we want your poop to feel wonderful. Okay, so the first one is actually a nervous system resetting tool. And this one is really simple that you can do before you eat. We'll call it a 30-second digestive reset. But the sneaky sacred thing is that it actually signals safety to your body. When we don't feel safe, which means we're pushing through, when we're stressed, which can mean we have more to do than the resources we actually have. That can be time, that can be energy, that can be money, but that creates stress in the body. And when we're stressed, our body's in survival. And so this little reset is going to tell your body, hey, I'm safe. And when we feel safe, all those non-survival organs, like our digestive system, come back online. They're like, oh, hey, I'm ready to digest now. I was just on pause over here while you were getting all that stuff done, but now I'm ready. So this is called the 30-second digestive reset. And it's really it connects you with the vagus nerve, but it just signals safety. So really simple. You're just going to go under your left ribs, and you're just going to, I don't know if you can see me here. Let's just see what we're doing here. So you're just going to tap under these ribs. I can stand up as well. And you're just going to tap under there, going up and down your ribs for about 30 seconds. You can breathe. You can, yeah, ideally breathe. Just breathe. Make sure you're breathing, but going up and down that. And that's going to remind your body that, hey, we're going to be digesting soon. We want to do this before the meals, and we're like prepping the body. You can always check your body to see if something's working well for you. Often when we're in survival mode, we're tightening up. We're kind of programmed for fight or flee, so we're quite tight. And so you can do a little, neck twist side to side, see how tight you are, do this reset, check again. You're like, oh, hey, I got a little more space in there. That means it works for you. So you want to do that before meal. So tapping on that about 30 seconds, everybody's nervous system is different. So you do you. So if it's 10 seconds for you and you notice a difference, but if you go to 30 seconds, it feels like you tighten up again, you need to do less time. And if you're doing 30 seconds, but you're like, I need a little more, do a little more. We're all unique. We have to honor that. Most definitely, there's not one answer for all of us. So this number one, just signal safety, tell your digestion, hey, we're about to eat, get on board. The second thing you want to do is start with warm. This is particularly important at the start of your day to start with something warm. And if you think about that campfire analogy, you don't just throw a big log on and try to light it with a match, right? It just wouldn't work. But if you start with like little kindling and you get some things that are going to hold a flame for a minute and then slowly build it up, and then you can throw those big logs on. That's what happens when we start things with warm, because our digestive system needs to be warmed up above body temperature. And basically, it's turning everything that we put in there into a little soup. And so when you start with warm, it's another way we prep the system. And so this is best, your digestive enzymes work best at body temperature or slightly before or slightly higher. So if you start with cold food, your body has to work overtime just to heat everything up. So if you already have a weak digestion and you're adding cold in, it's like, my God, it's just too hard to do. So we say in Chinese medicine, you're dampening the digestive fire. You make this sort of soggy campfire if you add that cold raw in. So best time to, you can have something warm. It can be a bit of a soup. It can be a broth. And whatever that is, particularly first thing in the morning, you want to start your day with warm. So you frozen smoothie loving people, I would say switch that to later in the day when you've had some time to build up that digestive fire. and then have something warm before your meal just to start that whole thing moving. So you can do it can be a well, there's so many different things, and I have lots of recipes and things. So if you're interested in that, you can check back. I'll put some links in with the show notes. Okay. And if you're already starting with warm and this has worked for you, I'd love to hear it. You can let me know in the comments. Next one is a little bit of an emotional one. Don't eat angry. And believe it or not, that can really affect, you're eating when you're angry and angry. But when we're angry, it's another way that we're stressed. So if you're if you have emotions or you're angry, try to take a few moments to get that anger out, reconnect with yourself. Shaking is a great way to do that. Use your voice, whatever that is, just take a break. I worked with someone, an Italian naturopath, and he said if anyone was angry at the table or he was angry, he would not eat. He would just not have that meal. He might have it later. It blocks that digestion. So just notice if you're irritable, if you're really, really angry, to just pause on the food until you're not feeling that way. And if you're thinking, but I'm always stressed and I'm always angry, I get it. But when we're in that fight or flight, your digestive system shuts down. So just try to um, find something that will release that, connect into what's most important to you, connect into all the gratitude for what you do have. If you're watching this, my guess is you have your basics. You have somewhere where you can live, that you have a roof over your head, there's food on the table. There are so many things in this moment to be grateful for. And as one of my teachers, Thich Nhat Hanh, used to say, just think how wonderful it is you don't have a toothache right now. Because if you had a toothache, you'd be thinking about that. So start little. Gratitude before you eat can be a nice way to remember what's most important. So this is a really nice one if you feel angry. Take a few breaths before. I'm safe. I'm here. I'm ready to eat this beautiful food and digest it well. Okay, so that's number three. Number four and number two are kind of similar. The cold raw food, it's not like cold and raw is bad, but you really have to listen to your body. So if you're someone who is relating to some of the symptoms that I mentioned, the leaky gut, you're bloated after you eat, you feel foggy headed, if you get stuffy after you eat or notice phlegm or congestion, it's a sign your digestive system, that spleen chi, is quite weak. And if it's winter, midwinter, and where I am right now, we're in fall, we're getting close to it. Winter is coming. And so you really want to start to eat and cook more of your foods versus the summer when it's super hot outside, we've just got natural heat, we can tolerate more salads. So it's not like raw foods are bad, but if you're wanting to have them in transition, do a warm salad, have a small amount, make sure it's room temperature versus icy cold out of the fridge. These little things do make a big difference. And some people say, but there's more, like, aren't raw vegetables the healthier thing? There might be some slightly more nutrients in raw vegetables, but if we can't absorb them, we're not actually getting the nutrients from it. So when we cook it, when we cook it, we're actually making it more bioavailable to us and we're actually going to absorb more of the nutrients. So if you can't break them down, you're not going to absorb them. So cooking your food really, really helps with that. So building up that digestive fire. And the fifth one is about after you eat. Just a little bit of movement after you eat. And we're not talking a HIIT workout here. We're talking 10 to 15 minutes of a gentle walk, walking around, even just like moving and cleaning up after can be helpful. But gentle movement helps to move the chi in Chinese medicine. It helps to support your digestive system and actually it stabilizes your glucose levels. Your body's when we eat something, it's saying, oh, we've got all this glucose in our system, and when we move it, we put it into the right place. Versus we sit and we don't move. It's like, we're just going to store that as fat. So modern research backs this up. Chinese medicine loves this as well. We're not talking super, super long, big, intense things, but just gentle walking. So your new habit of you're going to breathe, you're going to connect, you're going to warm it up, you're going to eat, and you're going to be Not angry. You can be neutral. You could even laugh a little. That helps your digestive system. Why not? And then walk after. So just even around the house. All of that, your gut is going to help, is going to thank you. You're going to digest better. You're going to feel better. I had one client who she was like, I call her the salad lady. She loves salads. Well, she didn't love salads. We were talking about her digestion, and she ate them every day for lunch. She didn't have a strong digestive system. And when we talked about changing it, because I said, your digestive system is not that great. The best thing would be warm cooked foods. And she was like, thank you. I hate the salads. But she did it because she thought it was the right thing to do. So I just want to invite you as this last little thing to connect into your body. What feels good? What doesn't? When you eat something, how do you feel after? We have so much information out there about the perfect diet. We have very faddish diets. Eat more protein, eat vegan, eat like we used to I grew up in the 90s and 2000s. Like fat was bad, but we know fat is good. And we know there's no two people are the same. So it's really important. And my work that I do with women is helping you get in touch with your body, understand what your symptoms mean. And then when you understand and you understand what they mean and what to do, you're empowered. And this is to me health. When we understand our body, have the tools to make changes and connect the dots, no matter what anyone else says, me or anyone else, listen to your body because it's talking to you. And symptoms aren't an inconvenience. They're actually your body's way of communicating with you, trying to tell you what it needs. So hopefully that's helpful for you. If you're interested in this way of working and understanding the body, I have a Gut 101. It's a toolbox, particularly for midlife women. I'll put the link in the notes. Since you're here and you watch this, I will put a discount code in there, and it gives you all the tools, both the Eastern medicine, the modern science, and also a lot of the nervous system tools so that you can start to feel safe again or signal safety to your body and have all the tools to strengthen your digestion because when it is strong, you're going to feel so much better. So if you want more tips, I'm going to be doing some different food videos and all that coming up as well. So subscribe if you want more, share this if there's anyone that you know would benefit from this. And I wish you a beautiful day or evening. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.